So I thought it might be fun to jump on here live this evening to talk about selling because no one wants to talk about selling for some reason. It's like a bad word or a dirty word. It's like money. Like we're not supposed to talk about money, but in most cases without money we can't feed ourselves. So in this short video I'm going to talk about selling and how it's okay. Hi Sally. And then how about how we need to sell and how you can take a proper approach to selling, and then some of our experiences in selling. So for example, when I first started out in business, I had no idea how to sell products. It took me years to be able to figure out how to sell. And I would say that for us, I developed a really cool product. It was a yoga bag. It was my first product. It was an epic fail because it took way too long to produce, and I didn't have much of an audience, and I didn't know how to sell. So it took me hours to create this upcycled yoga bag for yoga mats and for workout mats, and of course no one bought them. So I had to toss that to the side and try something else. But for me, it was a great lesson, probably one of the best lessons I learned from business, especially early on, because I understood that if you could have the best product in the world, but if no one knows about it and no one buys it, what's the point of having the product? So for us to be able to create our own products regardless of what business you're running, and there's so many people in business now, everyone's selling something, and usually there's all these different network marketing businesses, like everyone's wants to live at home and live the dream and figure out how to sell, but no one wants to sell because they're scared they're going to annoy people or going to give away too much information or someone's going to steal their great idea, and none of that's going to happen. But we have to understand that we have to learn how to sell our own products, and we have to practice, and we have to get better, and it's okay to sell. I mean, if you're running your own business, even if you're not, if you're an employee working for someone else, in most cases we are selling products, or we're selling ourselves to our boss, to our employees, to our coworkers, that we can get the job done and that we will get the job done. Doesn't matter who you are, what you're doing, you're in sales. And it's such a crazy word that we're not supposed to say sales, or if we say we have a sales position available, which we do, we always do. If you find a good salesperson, then if you're a good salesperson, if you can sell products, you will always have a job. Every entrepreneur I know would take a salesperson on their team. If they're bringing in revenue, then they can afford to pay them. But for us, it was very challenging. Like, we had to learn how to sell. And I think, first of all, we have to get past that selling is not a bad word. It's okay to sell. It's okay to be a salesperson. And then understanding that it takes time and practice. We're just not naturally, very few of us are naturally good at sales. I was never good at sales. And you have to understand that when I talk about sales and marketing are two different things. I would say I'm pretty good at marketing. I'm happy with how I'm able to market products, how we're able to launch products, get excitement around different products. But when it comes to selling in particular, we're still learning. Like, we're in the same boat. We don't want to annoy people. We don't want to turn people off. We have to let people know that we have products to sell. And we have to understand that if we have a product that's good enough and going to improve someone's life in some way, whether it's more convenient, whether it's more efficient, whether it's health product and improve their health, vision, extracurricular activities, hobbies, whatever it is, we have something that's going to change the world and going to improve people's lives in some way or another. So it's a good thing, hopefully. Otherwise, like, if you're just about products, if you're just about sales, and if you're like sale, I'm not talking to you. I'm not really interested in those types of people that run those types of businesses. In fact, those individuals give selling a bad name. Those are the ones why selling's like a bad word or a dirty word. Or when people get into sales or different types of network marketing and all they do is put up sales or products and there's no information and there's no follow-up and there's no actual care behind it. It's just about selling and just about your profit margins and trying to make a dollar. Then that's not who I'm talking to. Those aren't our people. And I would encourage you, if you're those type of people, encourage you to move, like, transition, because this world is changing for the better in many different ways, but it's becoming a more personalized world. It's becoming a world where you need to offer customer service, where you have to offer information, where you can stand out in different ways, but people are no longer listening to sale. They're no longer looking for the cheapest product, thankfully. It's changing, it's transitioning. Don't get me wrong, you have places like Amazon or in places like Walmart who offer the cheapest product, who offer the lowest quality product, and no one really cares about customer service in that regard. They really just want the cheapest product they can find. It's still there, it's still apparent, but I feel like there is a shift and that we are making a change. And if you want to stand out in business, you have to offer that personalization. You have to offer that information, and you have to care about those customers and clients that you're working with and forward together. But for us, it was never easy for us to sell. It was never easy for us to learn to sell, even though we developed our own products. We have a line of our own supplements. We have magnesium, we have protein supplements, we have books, and now we have our own services as well. But it was challenging, and it is. It's still challenging. Like, we're still learning. We're still getting better. But for us for those that are entrepreneurs, we have to understand that it's a process, and we have to work at it, and we have to get better at it, and we have to hone our craft, and we have to be dedicated to it. So we're going to this sales event this weekend, and we signed up for it, and it's a 2-day all-day event each day. I am super pumped. I'm ready to grind it out. I'm ready to learn tons about selling, how to reach your customers at a deeper level, how to get better at presenting your products, showing your products, getting your products out there. Because if you have good products, why don't we try harder? Why don't we get it out there? Why don't we take different approaches and find different angles and different platforms and different ways to share our message? And I'm not talking about just throwing up different sales. Here's a new sale. Here's a new product. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about finding a different way to approach a situation, or how to sell to a different type of person. Some people are okay with if you throwing sales in their faces. I would say that's a very small percentage, but then other people want information first. I think that's the biggest percentage of they want the information about your product. But then how do you approach people that are very standoffish? How do you close a sale? There's many different things about business and about products, and I think marketing is the very top level. Once you market your product and can get it out there, then you have to take the next step, and you have to get people to purchase, and you have to be able to close that sale, and you have to be able to follow up, maybe cross sale or upsell, or keep that customer. It's always our goal to keep a customer for life. So what are you doing to keep that customer? Or what are you offering so that customer will come back and possibly buy another product and that could help improve their health or improve their lives as well in different ways? So that's my message today for this short video. Selling's not a bad word. It's not a dirty word. You can sell and should sell, whether you're a business owner, entrepreneur, or an employee. We're all in sales. We're all in the business. We're all trying to show or promote or sell ourselves in some way. And I think if we could understand that, if we can get past that selling's a terrible thing and we shouldn't be trying to sell our products, it's okay to do that. And most of us that run our own business, if we don't sell our products, we can't feed ourselves. So I always think it's funny when someone's like, "Oh, can I pay you later?" or "I can't pay you right now." Like, he's like, "That this is our business. This is our job." And in most, you can look at other situations like, okay, well, what if your boss said to you, "I can't pay you right now"? How would you feed yourself, or how would you pay rent? So this is what we do full time. We have to understand that it's okay to sell our products because they are improving people's lives in some way or another. And it's okay to do that. And then the other aspect is that we have to learn, we have to teach ourselves, we have to get better, and we have to continue to practice and take courses and watch these videos or learn from other people that have been there and know what they're doing, so we can get better at that selling process to help people in different ways. So thanks so much for tuning in. I have a book called Random Thoughts Volume 1, and that's for business owners and entrepreneurs. If you're interested in a book, shoot me a message and I can hook you up. Or I do one-on-one business coaching as well. And if it's a good fit, always looking to work together and help you guys get to the next level. Catch you on the next video.